I know you have waited too long, that you have looked into the void seeking answers. Perhaps you have felt your heart tighten in moments when no one seemed to notice what you carry inside. But now, listen to this carefully. Someone is thinking about you, not in a fleeting or superficial way. It is that kind of thought that takes away sleep, that makes the person revisit every word spoken, every gesture shared with you. This person misses you. They can no longer avoid it. They are wondering how they could have let you slip away, how they couldn't see before what is so clear now. And do you know what the most incredible part is? It doesn't matter how much time has passed, what was said or done. What matters is what lies ahead. Because this person is about to move. They are about to break the silence. Everything that was kept inside, suffocated, will transform into words. And maybe at this very moment you can scarcely believe it. You might even feel some resistance, an internal voice saying, "Really? After all this?" But let me tell you something. What is being prepared for you is greater than any doubt. It is living proof that love, when it is true, does not fade. It comes back. It persists. It finds a way. Now I want you to pay attention. When this moment arrives, and it will arrive, allow yourself to feel. Do not block what is coming. Accept that you are worthy of it. That you deserve to be loved exactly for who you are. Because in some way God, destiny, or the universe, however you prefer to call it, is moving everything so that this declaration reaches you. I know that maybe you are hearing this and still doubting. It's normal. After so many disappointments, so many moments when you felt alone, invisible, disbelieved, it's hard to think that something good, something transformative is really on the way. But it is precisely in these moments of greatest disbelief that the most unexpected things happen. What is coming for you now does not depend on your expectation, nor even on your immediate acceptance. It is coming because it has to come. Because there is something greater, something you do not see but that is working in your favor. This person, whom you may have already imagined, may have missed or even given up believing that they feel something for you, is in a process that can no longer be avoided. Something changed. Their silence, doubts, fear of opening up. All of this is giving way, not because it is easy, but because it is inevitable. Their heart has been touched, and no matter how long it took them to realize, the fact is that now they know. They know you are different. They know you have left marks that no one else could leave. And I want you to understand this. It's not about idealizing a perfect moment, a flawless story. It's about something real, something that comes with all the imperfections that are part of real love. This person is not planning something to impress you superficially. They are preparing something that comes from the depths of their soul, a truth that, in a way, has always been there, but that now they have the courage to bring to the surface. I know you are afraid. Afraid to believe in this and once again be disappointed. Afraid to open up and end up getting hurt. But do you know what's most important right now? That you realize how strong you are. How, despite everything you've been through, you are still here. You still have a heart capable of feeling, of connecting, of being loved. This strength is what is sustaining you while things move. And they are moving, even if you don't realize it. This declaration of love that is on its way is not just about the person who will talk to you. It's about you as well, about what you represent, about the impact you've had on their life. Think about it. In a world full of distractions, full of people who pass through our lives without leaving anything special, you managed to mark someone to the point of making that person come back. Come back to think, come back to feel, come back to want you. This is not small, this is immense, and when it happens, you might feel everything at once. Joy, relief, fear, even anger. And that's okay. You don't need to know exactly how to react. You just need to be open. Open to listening, to understanding, to feeling. Because sometimes what we need most is not immediate answers, but space for the heart to speak, for it to guide us at the right moment. And speaking of guiding, I want you to pay attention to the signs. They are already there. Small coincidences, memories that appear out of nowhere, messages that seem to speak directly to you. Don't ignore this. They are the echoes of what is about to materialize. Because what is coming doesn't happen randomly. Everything has a purpose. including you hearing this now. I know that deep down you feel it. Something is different. As if the air around you is filled with a silent expectation. This is real. And when the moment comes, you will know. You will know that every wait, every silence, every tear that has ever fallen was worth it. Because sometimes life prepares us in ways we don't understand at the moment, but that make perfect sense later. And now I want to speak directly to you. I want you to hear this and feel as if it's a truth that's already inside you, just waiting to be recognized. You deserve it. You deserve to be truly loved. Not for your masks, not for the roles you play, but for who you are, with everything you carry, with everything you have lived. And that is exactly what's coming. A connection that is not based on appearances, but on essence. A declaration that is not made to conquer you, but to recognize you. So when that happens, allow yourself. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, to be true, to be you. Because that's how true love works. It doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't need masks. It only requires openness, surrender, and the courage to feel, even when fear insists on appearing. And I feel that this moment is closer than you imagine. It's coming. It's being prepared with a precision you can't even see, but that will surprise you. And when it happens, it will be inevitable. It will be as if all the pieces finally fit together, and you will realize that even when it seemed like nothing made sense, everything was leading you exactly where you needed to be. I want you to keep this in your heart, to trust what's coming, not because I'm saying it, but because you feel it, because deep down, you know that something bigger is working for you, something that cannot be explained but can be felt. And this something is bringing you what your heart always knew it deserved, true love, a deep connection, a declaration that will change everything. When all this starts to unfold, you may feel a mix of conflicting emotions. You might want to resist, put up barriers, or even test this person, possibly without even realizing it, just to understand if all of this is real. And that's okay. It's natural to protect yourself after having been hurt, but let me tell you something. Do not carry the pains of the past as if they were your shield for the future. Do not let the fear of reliving an old story prevent you from experiencing something completely new, something that has the power to change your life. This person who is moving in your direction is not the same as the one you may have known before. Just as you have changed, grown, and faced your internal battles, they have also gone through a process. There has been a transformation, and this transformation has everything to do with you, because sometimes the impact we leave on someone is not immediate, but it happens, it echoes, it works in the depths of who we are, until one day we can't ignore it any longer. And that is why you need to be prepared, not just to receive but to accept. Accept what is as it is without seeking perfection, without expecting everything to come packaged the way you always dreamed. The real things, the ones that truly matter, are raw, intense, and full of emotion. And that is exactly what is coming for you. Something that is not just a beautiful illusion, but a truth that can be both uncomfortable and wonderful at the same time. Maybe you have felt that this person had something to say but never did. Maybe, at some point, you noticed their lingering glances, their words hanging in the air as if something wanted to come out but was held back. This is because love, when it is true, often comes with fear. Fear of being rejected, fear of not being enough, fear of exposing what is deepest inside. But something is changing. That fear that held this person back for so long is giving way, and what remains is pure desire. The impulse to finally open up, to say what has always been trapped. And when this happens, you might feel as if time stops. Their words will touch a place in you that you perhaps didn't even know was there. It will hurt and heal at the same time. It will be intense. And I want you to be present at that moment. Don't think about the past or what might happen afterwards, just be there. What will happen between you will be unique, and only you can decide how you want to proceed. But I also want you to understand something important. Not all declarations of love come with predictable endings. Things do not always happen the way we imagine they will, and this does not mean they are any less important. By opening up to you, this person is placing something very precious in your hands. They are giving you a part of themselves that perhaps no one else has seen. This is a gift, but also a responsibility, and I know you will know how to handle it. Because deep down you already know what it feels like to be vulnerable, to give your heart and not be sure of what will come in return. Therefore, when you listen to what this person has to say, truly listen, not just to the words but to what is behind them. Listen with an open heart. And above all, be honest with yourself. What do you feel? What do you want? Do not force yourself into anything, but also do not close doors before exploring what is in front of you. Sometimes what seems confusing at first becomes clear as we allow ourselves to live. And it is about that, permission. Allow yourself to live. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to believe that what is coming to you is real, that it is possible, that it is for you. Because it is. It is not by chance that all of this is moving now. It is not by chance that you are hearing this. There is a purpose and it is unfolding. Even if you cannot yet see its full extent, you do not need to know everything now. You do not need to have all the answers. You just need to be willing. Be present. Because what is coming is bigger than you imagine. It is something that will move you, that will challenge you, that will make you grow. And above all, it is something that will remind you what it truly means to love and be loved. When this happens, I want you to remember something very simple, but very powerful. You are worthy of it. No matter what happened before, no matter the mistakes, the failures, the hurts, you are worthy of receiving this love. And you are worthy of choosing what to do with it. No one can take that from you. When that moment finally comes, it will be like opening a window that has been closed for a long time. The air will change, and you will feel the impact of this person's words. Do not try to rationalize too much. Just allow them to reach the space they need to within you. Because more than anything else, love is about surrender, about lowering your defenses and connecting with what is true without fear of what is to come. And upon hearing this statement, remember, this is the moment you have been waiting for, consciously or unconsciously. Everything you have been through, all the doubts, all the tears have led you to this point. And now you have a choice. You can allow yourself to live this fully, or you can close yourself off, letting the scars of the past weigh more than the possibilities of the present. But I believe that, deep down, you know the answer. Your story is still being written, and this statement is just another chapter, perhaps the most important one so far. It is not the end, it is a beginning, a chance to start again, to open yourself up to what truly matters. What you do with this depends on you, but I want you to know that you are not alone in this process. Someone believes in you, someone chose you, and that is powerful. Now I want you to do something very simple. Take a deep breath and reflect on what you feel at this moment. Do you believe that this message was meant for you? Do you think it is a coincidence that you are hearing this now? If something touched you, leave a comment here, share what is in your heart. I want to know. I want this space to be a place where you can open up, where we can talk, where you find support. And if this message made sense to you, if it moved something inside you, leave your like. This is not just a gesture. It is a way of saying, I am here, I heard, I felt. And of course, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving messages like this one, because together we can build a connection, a community where every word has meaning, where every story is valued. Love is on the way. Believe it, not because it sounds nice, but because it is real. And when it arrives, be ready to receive it. You deserve it. And you deserve to experience everything the universe is preparing for you. So let's go. Leave your like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, how are you feeling right now? I want to hear your voice because it matters. You matter. And this story that is beginning, it is yours alone. Let's build it together.